Uh, yeah, I have the mic connected. I fucking forgot. Just trying to find a bit like for a chord kind of thing. Want to just do a quick chord stack. I'm gonna do a Q and or not probably not a Q and A, but I'll do like some feedback. So if you have any tracks that you played on the stream, just um, send them to me, and I'll take. Any of these sounds. Something like that would probably. But like with a different sound, probably. Want to get like the main idea down. Probably do like some kind of fuck like the first half. I think I know. Probably like. I did actually see that FL like the new version of FL, which I'm not happy with. I haven't even watched it yet, I swear to God. I just know that they won't include the thing that FL really needs, is the ability to have more than 125 mixer track. It feels like I just can't believe they just don't have that. It's such a pain just to be limited to just 125. And then some people on like forums are like, oh well, why would you need 125? Like I want to see this 125 mixer track song, like haha, like as if it doesn't actually happen. And if you're using that many tracks, you're doing something wrong. It's just that just because their shit doesn't need more than like 5 or 8 doesn't mean that there aren't fucking people. You know what I mean? I swear, if I actually did finish this, this is the kind of beat that would have to use like at least like 150. I'd have to bounce shit up, like I'd have to like bounce stuff into different like stems and route stuff to the same channel all the time. It would just be so annoying. You know, I'm just gonna use a really basic piano instead, just to get the idea down. I don't want to just like be looking for something right now. This will be fine. And then like maybe like dun 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 dun. I feel like we should probably just like take a look at that. Wagwan big man. I feel like we should probably take a look at that FL video like at some point during this, because I am interested in seeing like I'm interested in seeing like what they've added and you know like and what I'll have to say about it, because like it's not like I can predict. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can't make this all right. I kind of liked it in the other key like way more. Not gonna lie. Pretty cool melody. It's so I want it to be like reverse. So like I want the stabs to be really big and like powerful. And then it'll be like a really nice like reverse kind of thing, like right about here into the pluck. Slash piano kind of dream like synth kind of thing. and then like so it'll go like between the two things, like A B kind of thing. Just trying to think about like the smartest way to do that. What that might be. I mean, I like this piano sound, but it's like so fucking like harsh. Um, let's try and just mute that for now. Make a clone of that. See if we can use the Frost piano in Diva just as like a um placeholder that we both know won't be a placeholder. I need to start naming my track. I feel like I don't know if you guys are this way, but I feel like when doing these kind of things, I want to like have my mixer tracks spread out, like usually like in this kind of area of the screen. I don't know. I just don't want it to be at the start. Close me for a loop. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just right now just put everything to 0 and just actually do a really, really rough quick mix. Even though I'm not gonna be using these sounds, I wanna just kinda know what level I'm gonna be at. Yeah, and I probably don't want to be using that piano actually in the end because it's not. It's a bit too like reverby for what I want. Yeah. Can you open your levels remake after years? Would be cool. Yeah. Why not? Actually, I'm gonna take a break. If anyone else wants me to do it, like when I say break, I'm just gonna literally go to. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I can do it if you want. If literally anyone else wants me to do it, just comment. And if that sounds like a good idea, then I'll do it. I mean, there's not really that much to really go in depth on. It's like at this point, everything in levels is pretty much known. So like, I can just open it up. All right, we have 2 yeses. Well, all right, we'll do it then. I do want to get this beat done though. I do want to take a look at that FL vid, and I do also want to do some feedback. But yeah, we'll have time for everything, pretty sure. I was good. Your boy be struggling when it comes to vocal gates. Let me just take this fucking thing off. Hang on. Okay, yeah. It's got to be like that. All right. Does this sound fucked? If it does, then too bad, because I can't be able to change anymore. Right. You guys want to see the levels project, which we can fucking do. Although I will mention that the actual version, fuck's sake, can't even talk. The actual version that I posted on YouTube, it got corrupted. However, I did have like 3 or 4 versions before that. So it basically just recreated like what I did in the last like 2 or 3 versions. It's not a big deal. I opened an FL. Like I said though, I do want to get this thing done. I want to do like something on it. I have like a sick idea for like how it could turn out. I just want to fix the sounds and like get it proper and that kind of thing. Let's switch over to FL10, which I'm pretty sure I was using a lot back then. Or like even now, to be honest. Let me see this. Right, sick. Let's find that levels FLP, guys. Here we go. Yeah, so this is like version 103. I think like the version in the release on the YouTube video is like version 110 or something like that. It's gonna take like a while to load. Never mind, it didn't take any time at all. Which makes me kind of skeptical. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Me and my computer are both struggling at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with my PC lately, but it's like absolutely just don't know. Alright, let's see. What did you guys even want to see? Let's see if the sound works first. That was loud as fuck. Okay, so this is from I started this on the 19th of April 2019. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, let me see. It's time spent on it, 12 hours, 54 minutes. This was, yeah, basically just like, don't know, like the pinnacle of all this stuff I did at the time. It doesn't hold up like as well today. I mean, but like when it came out, it was the best one. And it was like the best one for 5 years. I'm happy with that. Actually, hang on. If I play this video is going to get copyrighted. That's just the thing. Is it worth it? I don't even know if it is. Like, how bad do you want it? Like, what if someone just says like what they want to see? I'll just open it up. I mean, as soon as I play the first chords, though, it's gonna get copyrighted. I just know it. Anyway, here are the layers on it. All right, crispy harp. Pretty sure that's King of Buzz. Oh, chord lead 3. See, I can't even remember anymore. That is square. Yeah, there we go. That is King of Buzz 7. Oh, 5. Fuck. Yeah, I'm rusty. Alright, that's 2K7. If that wasn't 2K7, I don't know what I would have done. That sounds like breath chord. Yeah, it is. That sounds like house piano. Yeah. Oh, something's messed up with the let me see. I guess I'm just gonna have to like take the L and have it be copyrighted. Yeah, what is this? Oh, brass 2. I don't even know if it is brass 2 in original, but I don't really care. Which one was this? Oh, Zero Crisp. Oh, cool. Alright, all these together, basically do like make the sound. I think the 2K house or like piano was a bit too loud in my remake, but you know, fuck it, we both. Also, if I could change something today, I'd change the bass. Because I noticed that... I don't know, like, there's something with the bass I noticed was wrong. Yeah, I remember, like... people spent ages looking for this sound. Myself included. And at the time that this remake came out, I don't think it was very known. I don't actually think anyone knew it apart from me and a couple other people. Now everyone knows what it is. It's this one, Guitar Fuzz 2. It's not a secret anymore. But at the time, it was kind of nice just to be like, because you knew that if you release the remake with like the correct sound and no one has that sound yet, well then instantly it just puts you ahead of everyone else because like everyone else is using a like I think people use like sine waves and stuff, and people use like people use all sorts like instead of the actual thing. Also, I fucked up when it comes to this one because I think the cutoff is supposed to be all the way up on this. Yeah. So I messed up there. This is pretty easy. Larry Nelson, actually, fun fact, I did this break, and then Larry Nelson came in and just like really did it way better. Like, just did he redid the entire strings MIDI, added this bass from Blue. Yeah, and that's why he's credited in the video as well, because like it would have still been pretty good without his input, but thanks to his input, it became like the best one. I already got like this loop working and the acapella, and this obviously, but yeah. Yeah, it's took me ages to do this, man. I feel like I failed like a million times before I got it right. Also, the one thing about levels probably most people don't know, maybe some producers know, but the sound in the beginning here. Like that wavy kind of, like that. That's not like a separate synth thing, or like some people have like chords like scattered around here, like just to do that. That's just literally the ARP. I mean, maybe you know this, but it's literally the ARP just going. The release gets automated upwards. Here it is, and the frequency and the cutoff. So like release, and then you just sidechain it. Also, that creates that DC offset that you see in original too. Is there anything else we're using the Bromance kick for the sidechain? Yeah, I actually used the Bromance kick for a lot of things still. Yeah, I pretty much just, actually no, I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't be, what am I using the Bromance kick for? Yeah, the Bromance kick just sidechains that. And then the rest of the song is sidechained by the Gory kick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like do like Avicii remix anymore. I was like, what's left at this point to do? And I don't feel like spending ages on like one remake anymore. I kind of just, I don't know. It's one of those things. But yeah, the hardest song to remake was probably, probably this. Maybe not. Actually, no. I say Silhouettes was pretty difficult to get because a lot of people had done really, really good Silhouettes remakes, and so it took like more of me to like push to like make one that was the best. I think actually someone I didn't have any intention of like keep doing remakes, but someone said, oh, he's fallen off, he can't do it anymore. So basically, I just did the Silhouettes remake out of spite, essentially, just to like show you people, like show you fuckers that I can still fucking do it. And then after that, I was like, all right, I'm done. Now I'm done. Like, you know, I did I was like, I don't know. Silhouettes was one I always wanted to do. And so then people were kind of saying, oh, he hasn't done anything in a while. I probably can't even do it anymore. And I was like, all right, that's how it is. And I took it personally, as Michael Jordan would say. And yeah, you know, I was just sat down and was like spent like good 3 days just doing that, getting it like as perfect as I could, and then just released it, and it was the best one on YouTube, and it's still the best one on YouTube, and it's going to be the best one on YouTube for at least a few more years. Like, each remake is supposed to have a lifespan, you know what I mean, for it being the best. When I did my Bromance remake when I was like 17, still living at home and that kind of thing, I was like, this is going to be the best Bromance remake for at least the coming 2 or 3 years. And I think it was like the best one for like 5 years maybe. And then so each time after that, I was like, all right, well, I want this one to like last not just 1 year or 2 year. I want this to last like 5 or 6 years. I want people to actually really have to try to make a better one than this. But I knew that eventually, there's always room for improvement, But yeah, I think the Scarlett remake is probably the hardest one. Spent a bunch of time on it and actually discovered some things about that song I never knew. And I was quite happy when I saw other people doing their Scarlett remake after that, and they didn't incorporate my finds, which means that it was like kind of automatically set up to fail. So I was like, cool. Like being just a bit like mean about it, just like, oh no, well, at least my one will like survive a bit longer. But yeah, that was a wild time, man. Wild time, just like doing remakes and that kind of thing, and just like really try harding and spending ages like looking for sample packs with your friends and that kind of thing on Skype, like the Skype group chats, bro. I mean, I'll never forget that time. It was a great time, and it did a lot for me too. Right, let's try and actually fucking, instead of a trip down memory lane, that's not what this stream's supposed to be. Does the audio sound alright? Nice, your remakes are very accurate. I released they've got a remake a few days ago. I'll check that out. Okay, so let's just listen to this. Actually, I think for this, I'm going to pinch a sound from a Madian track. And see if I can get away with just using that. I want to find like really cool, preferably like a really cool pluck sound in Serum or something. That would be great. Just something to like really carry the track when it's just that melody part. Let's try and organize this shit a bit. Right. God, so unorganized. Okay. There's that. And then there's that. Okay, cool. So this should be like this part here should be like a pluck, I feel. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to find the right sound for this, and I don't think that was that. I don't think that was it. Let me try and capture the other FO I have open. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so there is a sound here I do want to try and take and see if that would work. That one. Let me see if I can't fix this vocal gates on my voice so it doesn't like trigger when computer's playing. That's pretty much the best I can do. I might just save this. That's a nice sound. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Are these all? No, they're not even going to the same track. Alright, I'll just do this. Save channel state, new folder, beings, what? Name this 1. This one here, I'll name that 2. This one here, I'll name that 3. And then on the mixer, I'll take track 9, name it, put it in a folder of its own. Beings, what? 1. And then the next one will be 2 and 3. There we go. 2 and 3. Right, great. Don't need this anymore. Or do I? Hang on. Might be some nice sounds to quote unquote appropriate. Not that. Like something like this. Wait. If I use that, it'll sound too sort of future bassy. Name that like hollow core or something. Yeah, I want to get out of this project ASAP because I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of. I mean, the computer's struggling. Not even gonna lie. Right, let's see. Let's see what I can do. I want to first of all just find a few sounds that kind of sound nice. I could do that, but it needs like some tweaking. The release. Got that. We'll come back to that. I mean, this might work actually. Just wanna EQ it a bit. Wait, is my voice ducking out like too much at the moment? Like getting a gate to be like the perfect setting is just like pretty much impossible. Do I prefer Logic or FL? I prefer Logic, honestly. Not gonna lie. Actually, that bring. Should we actually? Let's just. I do want to look at that FL Studio video about, like the new FL release video. I do want to watch that, and I do kind of want to. I've not seen it, and so I do kind of want to document what I feel about it. I mean, I think the only thing FL needs to do to make it like a proper DAW, because it's really not even. It's like the only thing FL needs to do is fix vocal comping so that I can actually record vocal takes and not have to use the fucking slicing tool to cut it up and then mute and unmute individual parts. Like, let me do a comp take without like wanting to, you know what I mean? If I could just do that, that would be nice. And also this 125 mixer track thing, like what is that? I mean, you can't be doing that. It's just absolutely at this, like in 2024, that we only have 125 mixer tracks in a so-called professional DAW. It's just like, I mean, if I worked at ImageLine, I'd be ashamed of myself, honestly. Okay, maybe that's a bit harsh, but like, do you know what I mean? God, if I was the CEO of that company, I'd say like, listen, guys, all this other like shit bullshit you're doing to update the program that no one wants. How about just stop doing that and actually? How about we just like, it's like if you're in a boat that's sinking, and it has a massive hole in it, and there's like a few small holes, and you're trying to decide which one to patch up first. It's like, you know, Imageline are just spending all their effort like adding FL Cloud functionality and like chord progression creators for talentless twat functionality, and it's like, how about you guys actually just make it usable first? You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm salty as fuck about it. Like, obviously, just because I have to use FL for my fucking work, I'm just tired of having to do a bunch of different fucking projects, like mix stuff down, like send like a bunch of different sounds to the same track. Just stupid. I shouldn't even have to be doing that. Like, none of the other dolls have that problem. Yeah, vocal taking logic is the easiest out of all the dolls. We could make this cooler. I don't want to spend like too long on each individual sound. Like that's just the thing. I mean, I could like go absolutely senile on this and just like really, really make it stand out. But I just don't want to spend too long on one sound. Do you know what I mean? This Focus One is crushing it way too much. I'm probably just going to be quiet for the next few minutes while I actually just focus in and lock in on this. don't know, it's not really like, doesn't have the same kind of transient that I want it to have. I like, really want it to be like one sound almost. It's not having that at the moment. Oh, or maybe I'll just add like some transient sound to it or something. Let me just double check this gate. I mean, is this doing a good job? Let's try and increase the hold. Oh, there we go. Let's see. That piano tail goes oh shit, 27 Swedish crowns. That's sick. Thank you very much. My BF fingered me for right. Lovely. Yeah, she be tweaking like crazy. What the fuck? I haven't even checked the chat. I just been like logged in. That's wild. 45 seconds ago was wild. 45 minutes is wild. Like let's just talk about that. I mean, best I can do is like 7 minutes. Take it or leave it. Like after 7 minutes, I just can't be bothered. Just like oh, you know, are we doing this or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Got more than just fingers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's like my first spam bot. This is like a moment for me. It's like a child's first steps. This is wonderful. I'm really happy right now. Like I think I need to actually tweak the sound, and I didn't want to do it before because I'm not that good at serum. Like honestly, feel like a retard if I don't get it right. I guess I'm just gonna have to just try. What I'm gonna try and do is basically, I don't know. I want the same kind of attack, like that on every single. Like yeah, sometimes it attacks and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Let's try and figure this out. What is this L4 doing? Right. Yeah, like sometimes it doesn't want to like. You know what I mean? It doesn't want to. Is it triggering with every note? Yeah, it's supposed to be. What is this being controlled by? Envelope 1. What's this? Oh wait, envelope, this one is this one. Yeah, like, I'm a retard when it comes to this. I don't really get the point of filter though. But surely envelope 1 must be controlling the amp as well. Yeah, like, why can't it just be clicky all the time? I don't know. Would take smarter minds than my own to figure that one out. I guess I'll just have to try and do it in post. But I hate using transient things. Because they're awful. They're like useless. Actually, I know the perfect sound to add on to that. It actually is starting to be somewhat like I imagined it. So that feels good. I haven't really been paying attention to the chat. Can someone let me know if the filter on this gate is doing its thing or if it's like cutting out too much? Because I can't really tell. But while you absolute legendary scientific phenomenons figure that one out, I'm gonna try and put a music box in. I should have taken the one with the modulation wheel data, but oh well. Didn't know radiator made noise. There we go. I hate plugins that just output noise. It's so annoying. Alright, let's bring this over here. Yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds sick. Why does this sound familiar? That's the fucking PS1 thing. I'm gonna work a little bit more on the chords now that I kind of have the pluck down. Still a ways to go on the pluck, but pretty sure I can just do a pretty nice chord stack. Probably take less time as well. And actually, I think making chord stacks is like way more enjoyable for me than I mean, it's easy. You know what I mean? Just like find some nice sounds that you think, and it's like easy to get them to fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good start on that idea. I'm probably gonna like spend ages and like really fine tune that, but I quite like that actually. This is like this is one of these projects that feels like it will take some time. It's probably not the most interesting thing to watch probably. But I say that we take a look at some. Actually, hang on. I've been talking about it for ages now. Let's actually just watch that image line thing. Let's skim through it a bit. Let's see. Are they going to add more mixer tracks? Are they not going to add more? Let's see. I don't know if they will. I don't think they will. But let's see. I've got it open in a different tab here. If it'll let me. Oh, here it is, boys. Let's see. Gonna close a bunch of shit I don't need. Alright, well let's watch this because I'm eager to know. You know, I watched like a few minutes of it. Let's see. Let's rate this together.
Welcome. In this video, we'll explore the new features in FL Studio 2024. Hold on a minute.
And for some reason it isn't fucking...
The last release, FL Studio. Welcome. In this video, we'll explore the new features in FL Studio 2024.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. I fucking had my headphones on mute. That's how stupid I am. Right, okay. My bad. Let's go.
Welcome. In this video, we'll explore the new features in FL Studio.
I don't like this. Let me just say, I don't like this guy's voice. It sounds... I mean, no offense to the German people out there, but like, if you guys speak English, it's really, really obvious. And personally, I'm not a big fan of that twang. I like the old guy, the guy from like Australia. He was pretty cool. This guy, not so much.
24. Hold on a minute. Wasn't the last release FL Studio 21.2?
Also, this name is fucking stupid.
Correct. But we decided to simplify releases by aligning them with the year they come out. Lifetime free updates means you can always grab the latest version, so this will make it a lot easier to know if you're up to date. If it's 2026 and you're using FL Studio 2024, it's time to update. As this release, which would have been FL Studio 21.3...
I mean, this is so stupid. Like, why would you need a diagram to fucking... They went from FL12 to FL20. Like, they went from FL12 to FL20. There was no FL13. And I was like, alright, cool. 20. I guess it's an even number. I mean, fucking 12 was an even number. Why not just skip to 14? Don't know. But I was like, alright, it's 2020. They're doing FL20. Alright, I guess it'll just be 21, 22, 23 from here on. And then now we're up to 21. And then they're skipping 22 and 23. How often do they need to change the fucking naming scheme?
Is being released in 2024 CE. It's FL Studio 2024, but let's call it FL Studio 24 for short.
That's stupid.
So, what's coming in FL Studio 24? We'll show you how FL Studio 24 continues to support your creative journey, featuring all new FL Cloud plugins and a powerful chord progression tool to help build the emotional foundation of your music. The step sequencer and piano roll gain non-destructive beat repeat tools for stuttering effects. We embrace open standards with clap plugin support. The browser now works seamlessly with project-matched samples thanks to browser key and tempo playlist drag-and-drop integration. Plus, discover powerful new plugins like the Kepler Exosynth, Low Lifter, and Spreader, and bring back clipped recordings from the abyss with Edison Declipper version 2. Okay, let's jump right into FL Cloud plugins.
No one uses FL Cloud. Like, you can just skip this section of the video, because who the fuck is using FL Cloud?
Trialed FL Cloud.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Ain't nobody got time for no FL Cloud.
FL Cloud mastering. While we're talking about FL Cloud features...
Yeah, how about it? Okay, mastering.
Now supports
This is dumb,
standard array of output format.
because it's not going to be as good a master as you can even get on... Even if you don't even want to master, like, some free online site, like Lander... I mean, to be fair, you need to pay for Lander, but like, you know what I mean? If I trust anything to do my master, it's not going to be this. tool here. You know what I mean?
Sounds library has doubled in size since we launched.
Okay, chord progression tool. This is the big one, I think. I mean, how do we have chord progression tool before we have more than 125 mixer tracks? I mean, how is that possible?
Chord progression tool. We know that chord progressions are the emotional foundation of any great track. We also know how tough it can be to create a good one.
If you suck. Oh, but it's so hard to produce. Oh, can't I just use, like, oh my god, it's so hard to do it. D add 9 to B minor to G add 9 to A add 9. Just too difficult.
That's why we developed an advanced chord progression tool. Just click here and select Generate Chord Progression. You can start fresh, or if there are any existing notes, it will support you by analyzing them, selecting a matching scale, and creating a sympathetic progression. Need a change? Re-roll your entire progression and keep any scale markers in.
Just imagine how many, like, beat producers are gonna go wild on this.
Time here to show the full power of this tool, so keep an eye out for the dedicated video tutorial or dive into the manual link in the video description. With the
I swear it doesn't even sound good.
added note repeat, create stuttering.
Okay, what's that? Note repeat. What is note repeat? Wait, what the fuck even is it? Oh.
Piano roll. As we are now in the piano roll, we've also added note repeat. Creates
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I do like that. That's pretty good.
stuttering beats and notes with the non-destructive repeat tools in both the piano roll and the step sequencer actually. Higher values mean more repeats.
That's
This is useful for quick rolls.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see, what else?
Kepler EXO. FL Studio 21.2 brought you Kepler. Now we turn up to 11 with Kepler EXO.
I don't know anybody who uses that, but I guess it's alright.
Low lifter. On the effects side, we have low lifter. Bass frequencies are foundational, but on some systems like laptop speakers and earbuds that can't reproduce them, they get lost. Low lifter analyzes the low end and dynamically adds harmonics to leverage a psychoacoustic principle that gives a perception of a stronger bass presence, even in signals where no deep sub frequencies are present. Spreader. The other new
That's a good name.
FL Studio effect is Spreader.
Like S1, I suppose.
Stereo effect sums to
Yeah, it's just S1, right?
Studio 21. Sing.
I mean,
Then after
oh, okay, AI, we got some AI, vocal isolation, what else do we got?
if
That thing. That's alright, I guess. I mean, it's like, there's a bunch of like features that's like, oh, cool, I guess. It's like, didn't really want it anyway, but
features
like,
decramp.
okay, so they've improved the cramping on EQ2. I mean, EQ2 isn't supposed to be used as a professional, like try hard EQ. It's just an EQ you do for like quick things. If it cramps a bit near Nyquist, I honestly, I don't care. You know what I mean, because if I want, how can you be complaining about your EQ? Like, oh, like if you even know, if by the time you get to know what cramping even means, you will not be using the stock EQ anymore, dude. You'll be using like FabFilter or something. Like, is there anyone out there who's savvy enough to know what that means? Is there anyone like requesting? I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt to make it like better, but like, who is using EQ2? Like, really using it? Oh, okay. They added another high quality algorithm. Cool.
Old clap.
All right, this seems interesting. Clap.
Plugin support. Expanding FL Studio's support of open standards, Clever Audio Plugin, or CLAP for short, brings the world's newest
Gonna clap those cheeks.
plugin format into your favorite DAW. Any installed CLAP plugins will now appear after
Clapped plugins.
a plugin scan, along with VST and AU format. Nothing more to do. CLAP is an open source software
Okay, it's an alternative to VST. Cool. Didn't even.
playlist.
Alright, cool.
The playlist gets a slew of workflow enhancements. The big one many of you have been asking for is an update to make unique workflow. You can now clone unique clips by holding Shift and V and left click and dragging an existing clip. It copies the dragged clip
Okay, that's cool. That's good.
and makes a unique,
Yeah, I should have had that ages ago, to be honest.
make them all unique.
That's interesting.
Using the Send to Playlist as audio clip option in the browser or the Sounds tab, the playlist will now scroll to view them where they were placed. There's a new Select in Playlist button in the Automation Editor to improve.
I don't even use the automation editor. Who uses it? I feel like if they did anything on the mixer, they would have told us. I can't be bothered to watch the rest of this, but like, is there anything about the mixer? Literally nothing about the mixer. Great. I guess, guys, we're just stuck with the same amount of tracks. God, that's absolutely tragic.
FL Studio
FL Studio Mobile got an update though, for the 5 users using it.
on startup.
I need to stop being negative. They're doing what they're doing what they. I mean, they're doing something at least. You know what I mean? I mean, that's encouraging. That they're actually doing at least something. You know, it would like suck if there was no updates. Let me see if we got anything that we could absolutely just destroy with feedback. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see if we've got anything that we can give some constructive feedback on. I will find out when Discord decides to open, whenever that may be. I feel like I want to probably just, I might just end up. Yeah, I might do quick like feedback things throughout and like just spend the rest of the time producing. Let's see. Okay, we have a beat, we have a track here to give some feedback on, by a mysterious producer. He who shall not be named has sent me this, and so let's take a listen. It's a cool beat. I like it. I think the mix needs some work though. It does sound kind of muddy. Let's see how it looks on an EQ. Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff happening here and here, but there's not that much happening here. So I'd probably just like want to balance it a bit better, like try and I don't know, try and get in, try like listen on different devices like a car or headphones or whatever, and try and find a mix that sounds like decent on all of those things, and I think it'd be alright. What Nexus preset is that actually? Because I do definitely recognize that the da 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 part. Let's see. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's is it this one? Oh no, it's Dr. Chaotica from it's this. Ooh. Yeah. It's that one. What a legendary preset, man. I wonder if you can actually disable the tremolo on it. Yeah. That's a nice preset. Okay, let's see if we can get something else done. I absolutely decimated the chat with my constructive feedback on the FL update video. All I want, all I want is more mixer tracks and a decent comping tool. If they just get that, then I'll be like, dude, I'll be like so high on FL. I'll be so happy with the state of FL that I'll just go on the street and just go up to random people and just like, hey, do you have you heard of this like thing? Have you heard of this program FL Studio? And if they say no, I'll just be like, well, pretty cool. You should check it out. And then they'll be like, all right, thank you. And I'll be like, no worries. And then maybe ImageLine gets a customer. You know what I mean, it's not a great pitch. If someone came up to me and just said, hey, have you heard of like whatever they say, whatever the next words out of their mouth is, I'll just be like instantly skeptical. Tried to do the Lovers on the Sun pluck thing, but I can't get it right, honestly. I got pretty close, but it's like it's not really it. Yeah, that pluck sound is absolutely. I mean, it's quite a nice pluck sound, even though it's not the real one. Or is it? No, it's not. There was that guy who posted the pluck on YouTube. Actually, maybe we should take a look at that. Actually, refresh our memories. Because I was pretty surprised that he did that. Whoever it is, I mean, not that I know, but whoever that was, I was definitely shocked to see it. I don't know if it's legit or not, if he's capping. But for the uninitiated of yous, someone uploaded a video of them with what they were claiming to be as the original Avicii file or whatever. Imagine if it's something like It's a Vibe. That would be so mad. That would be so funny. It might be so ironic of all the people to get it. Yeah, wait, let's take a look at this. I mean, that sounds pretty damn close. I think like the closest one is Like that sounds close. I think this here sounds like really like I can't really tell. Actually, guys, we got another track to do feedback on. We would have more if I was responsible and asked people like a day before, but I kind of just asked people like just now. So, if you really wanted to have your track be analyzed or whatever, yeah, sorry, should have probably reached out earlier. Let's take a look at this one from, don't know what his artist name is. Edward Smith / psilocybin / whatever his artist name is. Alright, let's take a listen to this one. Now, just in these first few seconds, I can already tell this is going to be one of the beats of all time. I'm convinced. That lead came in hard. I was actually not expecting this to be a serious track. But yeah. It sounds nice. It's just okay, so don't open the track like that. That's a nice fill. Don't you should start the track with this melodic thing, otherwise it's just this. Yeah, I mean I don't think that bass sound is strong enough to carry the song here. Start it with the ARP thing, and then have the beat slowly come in, and then when the beat does come in, have the bass line as well, and then you get to this part over here. You know what I mean? Like do it the other way around. The dun dun dun. Remove that here. This is cool. Listen to the production on Wham's record. There's a song called "Everything She Wants" by Wham, and that has a bunch of sounds in there that you could probably like. I'm pretty sure the stems are online. You can just take something from that because this has a very reminiscent kind of like 80s kind of new wave synth pop kind of, you know, but still like commercial kind of vibe. Just at the moment it's sounding a bit bare, but you can definitely flesh it out a bit if that's really like the kind of thing you're going for. But yeah, at least listen to that song, and because that song is like really well structured. Everything She Wants by Wham, I'm pretty sure it's called. It's from their album. Is it their debut album? I can't remember. It's the one that has Wake Me Up Before You Go, I'm pretty sure. White album art. Yeah, I don't want to play it on the stream, although I'm already like copyright striked anyway, but like because of the Levels remake. But yeah, not bad, man. As for like the mix, sounds like the lead is like massive and the rest is kind of a bit dry. I'd either want it all up front or all kind of in a distance, and not this. There's a bit of a mix. Yeah, remove some reverb from the drums, I'd say, and have it more like have the beat be a bit more upfront. Don't be shy to have it like, you know, be the main part of the song in some places. But yeah, cool, nice one. Right, I don't remember what we were gonna do before that. Oh yeah, this yeah, this video I think like, don't know, sounds legit to me. Apart from this one. That's cap. I still have FL Dance on my screen. I did shoot this guy an email. But I didn't have the thing that he wanted me to have, so I guess I didn't get it. Gonna take a... Don't know, I need to figure out what to do. I like yeeted all my viewers because I was like off on a thing that like usually I spend this time making music, and I've been doing, you know, as soon as I deviate from that, people are like, alright, bye. So don't know. I'm gonna go and decide what I want to do, but I think I'll probably get back on. Yeah, I think I'll probably get back on. See if I can't get that. Yeah, see if I can't get that thing to work, the chords and the thing. I think just my ears need a bit of a break because I've been doing it for a bit too long now. I just need like a little break, and I'll come back. And honestly, you know, it won't be that long. Be about 5-10 minutes. But yeah, I'll come back and like see. Yeah, honestly, I don't really mind if anyone's watching at that point. Just like, but that's gonna be like more akin to like what I'm usually doing. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. Decent, solid plan. Alright, cue the Ben is busy thing. Alright guys, we are so back. We're so ready to be disappointed. But before we get to that point, we need to take a listen to Rafwave's newest submission, or his only submission. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be progressive house. I'm interested. Alright, so we'll listen to this, and then I'll get back to work on the out of control thing. And I'll write down some notes while I'm listening and just rattle them off. So this is Rafwave with Frutigaro 2024 rework. If you got that. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about in this song. What did I like about it? I like the main idea in the drop. Just it needs to be executed a bit more, but I think he was going for sort of or she. No, but I think he was going I think he was going for like a, I don't know, like, well, I mean, he's going for sort of a Avicii kind of 2011, 2012, slightly sort of Swedish house kind of thing around there, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bullshit or anything. It needs way more work. It's the kick doesn't punch through the mix at all. The chords sound buried. The main lead, apart from being annoying, needs some EQing. Sidechain is on 100% on everything. You need to let the track breathe a bit. Not really a fan of the arrangement. I mean, this entire section here, essentially, I was waiting for something like to happen, but essentially what are we, 128 BPM? I think we are. I was just expecting it. I didn't even know it was an intro, really. And then, if it is an intro, it should stop here at 33 bars. And then it just kind of keeps going. It's like it's weird. It's an uneven bar kind of thing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 sets of 4 bars, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't feel that at all. The intro should not be 1 minute 45 minutes. That's just ridiculous. So the verse starts here. I mean, if you wanted to really quickly just slice it up, I'd say what would the best way to be? I mean, the best way would honestly just be to best way to do that, right? Or have it like this, okay, like that, and then yeah, like the arrangement is really. I don't understand the arrangement really. Yeah, like that section, and then I mean, if that's what you want to do, then you should do it like that. And then this verse lasts for this long, and then okay, and then like the chord thing. Yeah, and then the build. Snare should do double time here. And then the drop. And then after that you should have, it's alright to have this section here. If this is gonna be quiet, and this is gonna be quiet, like really low dynamic, you should make this one in the middle a bit longer. Ideally you should have this going into that, going into the build, and then the drop. Instead you decide to do this again, which isn't a drop as far as I'm concerned. And then we get an outro, essentially a really, really long outro instead of a second drop. So I suppose the drop, this is the only drop. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, like arrangement wise. That's the main thing. And then I've written a bunch of notes here about the mix. I heard about, I want to say like maybe 10 Avicii presets and sounds. You can use short sweep. I'll give you a pass on that, but you need to remove the conga loop from Bromance. You need to remove the Hope There's Someone HS like loop. You need to just rip that all out. The bass here sounds like it's so sidechained, it doesn't really sound in tempo. Like looking up here, it sounds. You can listen to John Dahlbeck's song Foundation to get an idea of how to properly execute like one of those one note kind of intro things where there's like one bass line like da 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 and then like a melody on it. Listen to that track Foundation. It was released on Spinnin' by John Dahlbeck a few years ago. That should be your reference point. Melody becomes way too repetitive, especially when it comes to arrangement. The saws in the background here, I didn't actually hear them until I was around here because they're really, really buried. So yeah, either cut them out or make them louder. Yeah, make the strings a bigger part of this. It loses a bunch of steam here, like energy. Yeah, so those are the main things really. I mean, it's I don't tend to rate tracks out of 10. and this is a work in progress. But that's what I think needs to be. If I was you, I would just rework the arrangement completely to make it a bit more traditional, and then you can always like, branch off from there. But use a traditional sort of intro, verse, verse, build up, drop, verse build up, like B section thing, then build up, drop, actual kind of template, and then you can always expand from there. Use even sort of divisions of beats, so like 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, that kind of thing, instead of it being like 12 note. I mean, it's not blues. And then rip out the Avicii sounds, replace it with something else. Really just try focus on the drop sidechain. Try and make sure each element is in the track is heard and not competing for space. And listen to it on a bunch of different things, so you'll be able to hear like where it's lacking and where it needs work. But you're getting there. It's I mean, you could do worse, so it's not awful, but it needs work. Let's see what chat is saying. Yeah, sure. I'll just if anyone else wants to send some feedback, I'll take a look. Until then, let's revisit this thing I was doing. Like, I'm not really like feeling like working on this, but I think I should probably. Oh, Mew, man, thanks for the donation. It means a lot, man. I mean, 50 big ones is really nice of you. Let me see. Do you send a track in the chat? I'll take Oko. But thank you, man. I appreciate the donation. I'm gonna keep doing these streams and keep pursuing these dreams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I realized that the way I was doing it before with Edison was a smooth brain way to do it, and this is actually the best way, I think, to achieve the same thing. But yeah, you know how some YouTubers or some streamers or some, whatever personalities, they say like, they say stuff like, "Oh man, your donations, help me continue." I mean, for me at least, that is the truth because my main like work is music stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like my main thing is like to kind of make it through, the months and kind of thing. I do a lot of production work. I do a lot of like ghost producing. I do a lot of like just random like music stuff here and there. So when I do sit down to do my own stuff, I've been kind of feeling like, oh shit, I'm so sick and tired of FL Studio. Like I'm so sick and tired of making music. Like, you know what I mean? So by donating makes me not have to work as hard on other stuff, and then I can do more of this. Do you know what I mean? Just makes it so it frees up my sort of like mental capacity. So like I know like ideally I'd like to do streams like quite often, and ideally I'd like to get some more songs out. I have a couple tracks finished right now. I have and so my goal for this year is to release 2 tracks. So I have a track done called Higher Purpose with Thornburg. That one is completely done in my opinion. I sent it out to a bunch of promo emails and stuff. I knew a few people have expressed interest so far. One of the labels is Timeless, and I know some of the guys working there. They're really cool guys. But they wanted and then I have an offer from a few other places. But the guys at Timeless wanted like changes to the track, and I'm like really bad at doing that. Like I can change stuff like for a client like on a whim because it's their song in the end of the day. But for me, it's like I have a certain vision, and you make the thing like if it's your thing, you make it just exactly like you hear it in your head. And when you get to that point, then you present it, and then I just find it difficult sometimes for like if a third party would come with an input, it's kind of weird to like mentally kind of okay, so now I'm gonna like pursue this because it starts deviating from what you kind of want. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really bad with that kind of thing. Usually when I send stuff, I kind of hope for it to just I hope for the labels just to be like ideally like this sounds great as it is and we love it. You know what I mean? That would be great, if life was that easy. But I said to them basically like I mean they're really cool. I mean it would be nice to release with Timeless actually because I did a mix for them like 4 years ago. It feels like I've been talking to these guys forever. So to have a release on their label, I think it would fit right in. So yeah, I think I can't remember like who corresponded last, but I'm gonna try and make that happen. That would be pretty good. If I do have to end up tweaking some stuff, and if that's a difference between the track coming out and the track just rotting on my hard drive, then I'll definitely do whatever the fuck they want me to do, as long as it's like, do you know what I mean? As long as it's like in the purpose of the song or whatever. But you know, I'd probably ask for help. Honestly, I'd just be like upfront, like, hey, I don't even really understand like what the fuck you mean. So if you want to just do it, like, if you want to give me some guidelines, I'll probably just like take that approach. And I think they're pretty understanding. So it'd be great to get that song come out. And then after that, I have a song that I've also talked about on YouTube before called "Fake Friends" with the great singer Niklas Jar. And yeah, that one I pitched to Lucas at Loud Cult. Unfortunately, it wasn't for them, they said, but it was cool that they listened and stuff. That one I want to get out this year too, and the reason I want to get these two main ones out is because I have a shit ton of stuff that I want to get done for the end of this year. I want to basically, like, the end of this year, I just basically really want to like lock in and focus on just getting stuff out, like, because the last release I did was September 23. It was Ghost of You, and that tune was great. It's a great track. It just underperformed because there's a whole story. I'll tell it someday. But it's like it could have been avoided. Do you know what I mean? That track could have like 500,000 right now, and that is like it's kind of you work really hard to like make these tracks, and you're like, okay, this is the one that's going to kind of sort of propel stuff forward a little bit, and I've just been a bit unlucky, I think. I just think, and there's nothing you can do about that. You can't complain about that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not complaining. Well, I suppose I am. But I mean, like, listen, I know, we all know, you can't just complain about stuff. You need to just sit in, strap on, fucking strap in, get the song done. Like, you can't feel sorry for yourself. Like, if shit isn't working out, you just need to work harder. And that's what I'm doing. Just going to work harder and work harder. And it's always possible to work harder, always possible to just like stay locked in and kind of just, just go for it, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do. So, if at first you don't succeed, try harder, I guess. That's my mantra. That being said, I've been trying pretty fucking hard. Like I've not been slouching in any way, but yeah, I'm up for it. I mean, I don't think it's unfair or anything. I don't blame anyone. You know what I mean? It's like the reason that, I mean, bad luck happens to everyone. Everyone has bad luck, so you can't blame bad luck. You know what I mean? Everyone has I think everyone has like an equal sort of distribution of luck in life. You just need to like capitalize on it. Feels like this clock is like rushing. Maybe that'll be. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just it says 102 BPM, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, I feel it's a bit too sharp, kind of, and I really, really want it to like be. I want the chord to be like massive. I might need to like reinforce it with some slam or some low sub kind of thing. If it's not doing it at the moment, which I don't think it is for me. Also, my ears are a bit shot, and I've changed the layup in my apartment, so I'm pretty sure I fucked up the acoustics in here. So I'm not sure if I can actually really hear what I'm doing, which is a bit alarming. Which I'll have to get on and fix. I'm gonna try just pitching it down just to see like if I like that more. And I've also got a few pending tracks coming in for feedback. Just just send them in, and I'll take a look. We are back. We are live. We are ready to go. You're listening to Ben Potts exclusive. All right. Let's take a look at some of these tracks, man. Next up in queue is Mew. He wanted me to take a look at two things. Number one being a game. So he works at a game studio, and yeah, basically just going to look at some of the music for the game, pretty much, and give our thoughts. And there's also a side thing that he has sent as well, which we can also take a look at. After that, expecting a few more tracks here lined up. Yeah, just send your tracks to Ben Potts on Discord. If you don't have me as a friend, you can add me as a friend. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's very chill. I like the sort of percussion thing going in the background. Very nice and well done. Celeste coming in right about now. Yeah, this really do got me feeling wintry. That is for sure. It definitely captures that vibe. Even though it's the summer, you know. But this is really chill. Yeah, that was sick. As far as you know, OSTs and like lobby themes go, yeah, it does the job quite nicely. There's no sort of critique or whatever to give it. It's pretty chill. It doesn't take attention away from the game, which is an important thing I can imagine. And yeah, just doesn't get boring, doesn't loop or anything. At least not for like 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I mean, if you can't find a game in that much, if you can't find a lobby in that amount of time, well then, you know. Oh, well, maybe you just like listening to the OST. I mean, that's your prerogative. That's your right, I suppose. Let's take a look at this side project track that he also sent, and let's it's not that long. It's just about 40 seconds. Let's take a listen and see what we think here. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's like a very decent start. I would just focus on trying to bring the lead out a bit more. Maybe layer the lead with like a more percussive sound as well to make it like really stand out. But the kick sounds nice and clear. Bass sounds nice when it slides. Chords aren't too overpowering. Yeah, it sounds nice. If you just slap a good master on that, that'll probably do pretty nicely. I do like the sound here as well. And that tick 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 is always nice. Yeah, I mean that's not really much to say. Just keep working on it, you know. Try working on getting the lead out, and like, you know, never be afraid to add layers. That's kind of what I'm always preaching, I guess. This next track is from Phony. Is his Discord name. Don't know what his artist name is. Let's hope he's not a phony. This is Pop Chords Free. I should mention also this guy I think watches a lot of my streams, and he sent something in my Discord the other day which was like eerily close to the stuff I make. Like it sounded like something I would have made. It's crazy how he like nailed my sound. It was also kind of humbling just to kind of to see that, you know, someone who, you know, watches the streams enough to kind of learn my weird way of doing stuff is like really cool. And you know, there's obviously like a lot of stuff you can branch off from there. And so yeah, this guy, I've got high expectations for this one, not gonna lie. This guy, he knows what he's doing, and I must say I'm a fan of his sound selection. So yeah, let's take a listen. Very nice lead. Yeah, that was great. I was really impressed with that, actually. That went dumb. I wasn't expecting it to be that groovy. The one thing I would say that I would have done is around this mark. Obviously, this isn't matched to tempo, but around this mark, it would be really, really nice to have it like everything just like kind of pause and then have the beat come in, kind of like what you did here, but just like less pronounced. Let's see if I can find a spot, and I'll just mute this thing, I suppose. Yeah, I'll just like try and mute it and unmute it to kind of demonstrate the same thing. like something like that. You know what I mean? And have like a few like have the piano keep going. But yeah, that sounded great. Mix wise, sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty tight. I like the melody. It sounds nice and catchy. Reminds me almost of sort of Japanese kind of like in the melodic kind of way. Like, I don't even know what the name is really because I'm not really into that like subculture that much. But like, I've seen this guy on YouTube do. His videos are all like in Japanese, and he does like tutorials, and all the text in Japanese. I have no idea what he's on about, but I can listen. I can hear what he's doing, and he posts like videos where he does like a improvisation on a MIDI keyboard over like a anime kind of beat. I don't even know if that's the word for it, but like, the kind of music you'd hear in I don't know, like a Japanese JRPG, like, or Persona or something like that, something along those lines. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But I think that's sick. Like, it's really, like when melodies are kind of a little bit cheesy and like the melody really, really goes where you want it to go. It's kind of like that, but on steroids. Like, the melody only goes where you want it to go. You know what I mean? Some people might say that's a predictive, but like, I think I do that as well. Like, when you've been doing a bunch of melodies, you develop certain licks. Even if you're just programming MIDI and drawing the notes in, you develop sort of like a guitarist would have licks or a bassist would have licks. Like, I have a bunch of those like small things that you can always just whip out. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna end the melody like this. I think I prefer a lot of like chromatic or sort of in scale, like one note kind of dun 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 kind of things, or dun 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 dun, like stuff that really resolves, stuff that really like makes sense melodically, and like stuff that kind of gives you that nice warm fuzzy feeling inside. That's so I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. I'm a fan of melodies that really I don't know, I feel like it just makes sense in some way. Like, the theme for if you guys ever played Pokemon Sapphire, or what's the other one called? They did Emerald, before that was Sapphire, and was it Ruby? Can't remember. The theme for I think it is the first sort of village you're in, the one that goes that, dude, that melody is so good. That's essentially, you've got that song to thank for me, not only that one, but that's the reason it subconsciously kind of just let me know that, damn, I really like melodies that make sense that way. A side note is, let me listen to this other one he sent too. But a side note, on that song, if you guys know which song I'm talking about, the part in the song where it pauses is so good. Like, it does that the first time, and then the second time it does like, I'm trying to tell, whoever made that beat was cooking. Was it Koji Kondo? I don't know, but it's amazing, and I'm here for it. This is another one from Phony. This one's called Interesting Free. So let's see if it is. Yeah, this is the one where it's like, I think I've heard this one. I think this is the one where he where he kind of imitated my kind of style. So this is pretty cool. It sounds a bit like Felicity mixed in there as well. But yeah, this is pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, the main thing I say on this, if you're planning on doing something from it, is make this a bit more well, for lack of a better term, make the intro part a bit more interesting, and with some sweeps and effects and that kind of thing. Maybe some atmosphere guitar over it or something like that. There's a good opportunity here to pause the chords while the leads are still playing and have it come in like delayed. Build up sounds nice. Yeah, you could make a good song out of this. You can make a progressive house remix of anything you wanted, really. I mean, it's a good like solid foundation for a track. And yeah, I'm obviously a big fan of the sound selection, like orchid drops and powerful piano and that synth thing at the beginning. I literally have that in one of my newest songs. Still using it. There's a bunch of like favorite sounds that I've never really got over using. Like my most used sounds, like production wise ever, probably like the pluck, that sound right there for the intro chords, and like Angel 1 in Nexus, I found I use all the time. I always use Angel 1. I always use Fantasia in Nexus from the Future. Where is it from? It's from the Future Arps pack, I think. I saw Jakob Liedholm use it once, and I was like, right, well, I'm taking that. Yeah, a bunch of like Nexus-y kind of sounds that don't sound too Nexus-y. That's the stuff I like. Like, I don't want to use the guitar from Faded or whatever. You know, I didn't like that sound even before that song came out. And when that song came out, I was like, oh, he's just using that, you know. But yeah, that was really nice. And very cool that people have been trying to kind of emulate my sound. The next thing we're going to do here is completely off topic, but it's sort of I have a friend of mine told me that on Google Earth you can't measure the distance around Antarctica. Apparently you can do it around anything but Antarctica, and this, he means, is proof that something has been hidden. Someone's hiding something, you know. I mean, that statement is almost definitely true. So let's take a look at that and see if that's true. I wonder if I dox myself this way. That would be pretty funny, actually. Hang on. Okay, so wow, this is laggy as shit. Not gonna lie. Something is using a lot of, like, what the hell is happening? Why is one drive being written to? What is causing this lag? Is it Steam? Is Steam open? Yeah, Steam's open. It's probably Steam. No, it wasn't even Steam. Weird. Something's using the drive. Maybe, is it this? Sorry, just me being an absolute pillock. I hate that Windows doesn't show you sometimes what is using the disk. That's just so infuriating. How about you tell me what's using 100% of my fucking, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think what we're looking for is line measurement tool or something like that. Path or polygon. Right, let's try Australia. I don't know why I'm doing. Don't ask why I'm doing this. It's just I guess I just am doing it now. Let's see if we can. God, it's so laggy. It's almost impossible. I don't know why it's so laggy. I have a bunch of tabs open. That may be why, but you know. Yeah, I'm doxing doxing him. Right, well, at least it tells me the length of that. Cool. That's cool. Dude, I need to figure out a way for this not to be laggy because this is too much at the moment. Something is using so much CPU. What the fuck is going on? Something's using the GPU. Oh, actually, I can imagine that. Yeah, what are we doing even? Okay, so that's the line around Australia. So I guess what we're supposed to do now is to get one around Antarctica. And then it will if it even lets me, hang on, how about you let me? Oh, is that the first sign, guys? Is that sign number 1 that they're trying to hide something? I guess I'll just reload the thing. God, that's so laggy. I don't want to close my tabs either though, because I've been watching watching the interview with Bronny. I was gonna see his first Lakers press conference after being picked number 55. Go nepotism, right? Alright, let's try this. Why is it not? Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, God, this is the most laggy thing I've seen in my life. I swear I must have like some crypto mining virus or something. There we go. And so if it says like billions and billions and billions or something to that effect, well then that means, yeah, that is weird. Why is it not? Is it the only explanation I can imagine in Google's defense is that they've mapped this globe onto a 3D ball and clearly defined this as the. But even then, you'd assume this to be uniform, not that and that. This is getting into conspiracy video territory, like really, really quickly. But yeah, that is strange. Not gonna lie, that is strange. What that means, I don't know. That's not for me to say, but that is weird. Why would it? You know, it might be a software bug, or maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's what they want you to believe. Wait, hang on. Can we do this? I mean, to be honest, this right here makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it can't be this many square meters though, because that's bigger than the circumference of the fucking sun. It's not that much. Maybe it's that thing where you can't measure coastlines because every unit of measurement you use, it gets bigger kind of thing. Maybe it's something to that effect. But yeah, it's strange. Someone said it was strange and wanted me to look at it, and yeah, I can confirm it's indeed strange. So anyway, with that with that done, sorry, let's try and get back on track here. Let's figure out what we're gonna do now. How long have I been streaming for? 3 hours, 30 minutes. How many people are watching? Alright, someone sent a track. Wondering, and I don't see it anywhere. Is it in song? I don't see a track from. Oh wait, here it is. Okay, yeah, no, I need to look at that. Okay, someone sent a track, so we're gonna look at that, and then yeah, just send any tracks if you want me to look at them and absolutely dissect them and criticize them and analyze them and everything. Okay, this is ID from SF12. Let's go. Amazing drop. I would say this reminds me a bit of a song called Concrete Jungle that I used to listen to way back, like a bit trance. But yeah, that's cool. Try and get a drop for that. But let me just take another listen to the break. I mean, yeah, it does build. One thing you could do is have like a synth line that rises up like. You know what I mean? And like just keep it going. I did that in the track with Vanna once. And it went dumb. So just do that. But yeah, cool. Definitely sounds, coherent and melodic, which is well, a good thing. I was gonna say considering your previous work, but let's not be that harsh. I suppose I just have been, but oh well. I'm sure you'll be alright. Right. Well, if no one else wants to send a track today, we can do another one of these this time, maybe this weekend sometime, and yeah, maybe by then I'll have a backlog of tracks. But I'm probably gonna, don't know. I'm probably just gonna relax actually, because I've been like just doing all kinds of stuff today. It's getting pretty late. Probably gonna watch a movie. Honestly, don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a while, and I know this stream was a bit different. We got a bit sidetracked. Shit happens. Hopefully, next time we'll sort of figure out a format for this kind of video, for this kind of stream, because I would like to get more involved as opposed to just sitting silently, like staring at the screen, you know, looking into the void. There is definitely an opportunity to kind of be more active, and so I'm gonna see what I can do. And but thanks for the attention and that, and thanks for sending your tracks. And I suppose, if it's alright with you guys, we'll catch up next time. Okay, guys, take care. Have a good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye bye.